Hello and welcome to set 75356. This is the Executor Super Star Destroyer. If you're new, please make sure to subscribe. This set contains 630 pieces and retails for £60 in the UK or $70 in America, I believe. It's a pretty decent set which goes now a lot better with the new Starship collection. So starting off at the front of the box, you have the Empire logo along with the name of the set, Lego logo and the Star Wars logo down here, along with a render of the set with two Star Destroyers either side, just mainly to show the pure scale of it, along with the stand, along with the 4x4 tile and a 40th year for Return of the Jedi print. Moving on to the back, you have another end of the set, along with the dimensions of the box and just pretty much a good comparison from the film and what it is in Lego, which is a pretty cool comparison, along with the Star Wars logo. So to get into this set, it is unfortunately going to be thumb tabs, so let's get in there. So inside the box, you have 6 bags, along with the instruction manual, which is in the lovely new white sleek design, along with a render of the set, the QR code so you can get your 20 VIP points. If you look at the instructions, you have the taskbar running through the bottom, which I think is a really cool little addition, and you can see a little preview of a little Easter egg there of all the bounty hunters, but I'll get more into that in a second. So I'm going to go through, get this built up, and I'll catch you in a moment. So the set is now all built up, and overall it's quite a good build. There's a lot of detail on the top which we'll get into. Pretty simple, nothing too complicated. I did mess up a bit near the end. It was just mainly because I got the sides of the triangle bits wrong. However, overall it's a pretty good build. So let's have a look at the front, moving to the back. So starting off at the front, you just have some general paneling which does run all the way down the side. Not too much detail there. The majority of the detail comes later on. They managed to hide get the angle quite well by using these roof slab type bits, which you can kind of see in there, which pretty good part usage there. However, you can see a few things peeking through. The gap's not 100% closed, as you can see a bit of the Easter egg, so I don't know if that's actually intentional by the designers or it's just they couldn't get it 100% sealed. Moving back slightly, this is where the majority of the detail starts to come into play. It's a bit fiddly to get all this detail done, get them in the right angle and all that. However, it does pay off once you've made it. You've got this which does go up and down. However, it's just meant to be flat down. It's just the way they've managed to get it to clip in, so it's just a little clip in there. A bit more texture. I like the use of the light transparent blue bits. They really do add it a bit of depth in there. And then just moving further back, you get a bit more greebling at the top as well, which is really good to see. So if we go down to the sides, I'm not sure how well it'll show up on camera, but you can see a bit more of that light blue transparent stuff showing through, which is really quite cool, as this is quite full of detail in there. It's a clever way of how they've done it. If I can just raise this up slightly, it's just, I don't know how to describe the way they've done it. It's quite clever, which is really good to see. This is the same on both sides, so not too much different there. Moving to the back, it's quite cool how they've managed to do this. This was all mainly in the back, not the backlight, the last bag. So if I just take off the Star Destroyer and tilt this up slightly, you can see all the engines going on down there. So you have 6 at the front, 3 on each side, then another 4 here, 2 on each side, and then the 3 main ones at the back. They are made by 2 different pieces. So you got the cone, which is more of a straight up one, and a bit of a fatter cone as well. So pretty good variety there, which is good to see. Not sure how well this will show up on camera, but the way they've connected it is using the center stud and putting it on the studs you don't usually place them in. So that will go on that one like so, and then this other one will actually fit in the end gap. But it's quite cool how they've used that, as you don't usually see that often in a Lego set. Moving on to the Star Destroyers, you do have 2, one on this side, one on the far side. They are the exact same build, just flipped around with the transparent rod, which is really quite cool. It does just show the sheer scale of the Super Star Destroyer. If they made a Super Star Destroyer in the same scale as the UCS normal Star Destroyer, that would just be massive. If you just look at this, it's, I don't know how many times long, but it is really quite cool. It's a really good bit of detail. You can angle them slightly. You can go going away from the ship, crashing into ship, which you obviously don't want. However, you are pretty restricted of what it can come off from the ship, as it is just attached on the bottom like so. So like I said, same design for the back one, and this one is just connected back here, and you do get same movability. However, you can't really pose it with that being two studs connected. Moving on to the stand, this is the same stand pretty much for what I've seen in the latest Starship series, and you do get the 40 years anniversary brick, which is very similar to the 25 years of Lego Star Wars brick, which you do get. I have seen, actually, I think it shows it on the instructions now, well it did, that you can take off this grilled piece and then just put the tile there, because I remember moaning about not being able to place that tile anywhere. However, you then are left with this rogue piece, but you can probably just add that anywhere on the ship and you probably won't notice. So the way the stand actually connects to the ship is just two 2x4 tiles. They just go in this little gap here. You get a bit of 50-50 chance whether you get them both off when you take them off. However, it's a pretty good connection. On the other set, some just use a hole in there, some use some Technic studs. However, this just uses sheer clutch power. You do get the cargo entry or the loading entry as well, which is a really cool little detail, but nothing inside there. So that's going to be it for this review. If you're new, please make sure to subscribe. I do still have some March 1st sets coming out. It's mainly the Speed Champions left, so I'll try and get those out as quickly as possible. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.